farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning, I'm Elaine Wells, and thank you for joining us on Midwest Farm Weekly. In your news headlines, wet weather to start the spring crop season is a double-edged sword for our Wisconsin farmers. While they are now a bit delayed getting in the fields, the rain and snow significantly improved soil moisture levels across the state. It is a much-needed replenishment, setting the stage for a potentially productive season. Farmers now have 5% of spring tillage complete, still is slightly ahead of an average year. Alfalfa is beginning to sprout, and winter wheat is off to a promising start with 61% rated good and 11% in excellent condition. In 1983, Wisconsin farmers voted in favor of creating a milk marketing order, and that created a fund and a team to market Wisconsin dairy products. Since then, 15 cents of every 100 pounds of milk has been directed to state and national dairy industry promotion. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin takes those checkoff dollars and uses them to drive demand for dairy. From school education to the creation of the Proudly Wisconsin Dairy Badge, the goal is consumer connection. Since DFW formed in the 80s, cheese consumption per capita is up over 70%, and Wisconsin milk production is up 27%. The team continues to update its marketing strategies as consumer preferences change.
Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin focuses primarily on cheese because Wisconsin has and hopefully forever will be the cheese state. So in Wisconsin, 90% of the cheese that's produced here has to be sold outside of our borders, and 90% of the milk that we produce is made into Wisconsin cheese. So as much as Wisconsinites love cheese, we can only consume 10% of what we make. So what we are doing at Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is telling the rest of the world how delicious and how sustainably produced, and making sure that our animals are healthy and happy and have the best possible environment that we could give them to make these delicious dairy products for the rest of the country.
And truly the rest of the world. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin has expanded its marketing efforts to promote our state around the globe. Wisconsin exports 15% of its dairy output to more than 140 countries. Well, maybe you were sipping on a cup of coffee this morning, but changes to the climate threatening that morning routine for millions. CBS's Tina Kraus shows us why researchers overseas are now rolling out new technology to help preserve this treasured tradition.
A strong cup of Java is known to give a buzz, but plants are the ones getting wired up at this coffee plantation in Tanzania. Solar-powered sensors are helping researchers keep tabs on the effects of climate change.
The idea is to have this technology attached to some plants that will be our like the voice of the plantation.
Italian scientists attached electrodes to 20 plants at this coffee farm in East Africa.
That's what you want, yeah?
To monitor how a changing climate can tweak the taste of Arabica coffee. Arabica beans make up more than half of the world's coffee. And in Tanzania, where much of it is grown, trouble is brewing with unpredictable rainfall and extended droughts.
I saw suddenly an acceleration of competition for the water. But the water, but also less water flow in the river, the double effect.
The tech team says electrodes attached to the plants record and decode their electrical signals to reveal what they need, like water or more sun, helping to boost yield, enhance sustainability, and optimize irrigation.
If proven successful for coffee crops, this system principle could be applied to a wide range of agricultural sectors affected by climate change.
Researchers are already looking to up their game with artificial intelligence to create a smart system alerting farmers when it's time to take action. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
European researchers predict climate change could slash the amount of land suitable for cultivating coffee worldwide by as much as 50% before the year 2050. For the first time, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources has discovered a parasite known to cause disease in fish. The DNR urges anglers to properly clean their gear after finding Myoxobolus cerebralis in Elton Creek, which is in Langlade County. This parasite affects fish like trout and salmon. Now, the DNR calls this a serious discovery, pointing out significant impacts in other states. Fish infected with the parasite don't pose a risk to human health, but the DNR says anglers should not eat any fish showing signs of sickness or disease. A good reminder to clean your gear, boats, and waders to limit the spread. Welcome back to Midwest Farm Weekly. We continue to meet the candidates to become the next Alice in Dairyland. Katrina Hosley joins us with a bit about her background and why she's looking forward to hopefully a future wearing that crown and sash. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Katrina, give us a little background on your connection to agriculture.
Well, I grew up on my family's 5th generation dairy farm where we had registered Holsteins and Jerseys, and from there I got involved in 4-H and FFA, including serving in leadership such as the 2020-2021 Wisconsin FFA State Parliamentarian. And these organizations really instilled within me an appreciation for the vibrant agricultural community that's in Wisconsin and the diverse stories that we have to share. But truly what really got me my passion started for Alice in Dairyland were my experiences beyond the farm gate, where I've held over 10 different marketing internships, including placements at Compeer Financial, Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, World Dairy Expo, just to name a few, and they really helped me tune that ability to storytell and really connect with a wide array of audiences, most of which with Alice does every single day.
I was just going to mention, I think I have seen you in such a short time, like you mentioned, World Dairy Expo, working with Culver's. Why was it important for you to take the marketing PR route to continue telling agriculture's story?
Well, it's such a unique role. Looking at agriculture as a whole, 12% of jobs in Wisconsin are related to agriculture. So when I first was, 5 or 6 years old, I thought I was going to be a dairy farmer. Yeah. But as I grew up, I found this niche marketing space for me to which really let my passion shine, and it's so important because there are over 5,600 dairy farms in Wisconsin, for example. They need people to tell their story because they're too busy producing, the world's best milk, that we need to tell those stories for them. And no matter what internship or whatever experience I was working at, it was that same drive to tell the true and inclusive story of Wisconsin's $104.8 billion agricultural industry, no matter if it was cows or cranberries, ginseng, or many of Wisconsin's diverse products. It was just that drive to tell the story of agriculture.
I always love to give our viewers insight to the process of becoming Alice in Dairyland. This is the most rigorous job interview you'll probably ever have, right?
Yes, it is. And it all started back in January when we put in our initial applications. And since then, we went through a preliminary interview and were happily announced as top candidates at the beginning of March. And from March 1st then to the first weekend of May when finals are, we go through process of meeting with different program partners, doing assignments, meeting with media people just like you, Melaine, prepping to become the next 77th Alice in Dairyland, as she is Wisconsin's official agricultural ambassador. There's so much training that goes into it. Again, as I mentioned, I'm a dairy farmer. I don't know a whole lot about ginseng, but I'm so willing to learn. And throughout these past month and a half, that's what we get to do, learn about all of Wisconsin agriculture. And yes, it is quite a rigorous job application and process, but one that we all gain so much from.
With the finals in Door County, pretty close to home for you. Do you feel like you have an advantage?
I wouldn't say an advantage, but it just feels so much like home. When we were up there for the briefing session, it is really unique when you look at different parts of Wisconsin and all the different agricultural offerings that we have. Door County is so close to home, and I love being up to Door County because it's a jack of all trades area. You have your wineries, your lavender, even dairies up there. I mean, there's literally something for everyone up in Door County. And again, being so close to home, it does pull at the heartstrings a little bit, but I'm so excited to get back up there and see the great weekend that our finals committee's planned for us.
Talk about the role in general. Why is Alice such an asset to our state?
She, like I said, is Wisconsin's official agricultural ambassador. Tying it back to my involvement with the Alice program, I first saw her when I was probably 5 or 6 years old at World Dairy Expo, and she stood out like a beacon of Wisconsin pride. And ever since then, I grew up watching her and the immense role that she has with connecting producers to consumers and telling that story of agriculture. Whether it be someone who's 9 or 92, she is here to promote everything Wisconsin agriculture, and it's so needed just to drive that demand for Wisconsin agriculture, especially in local communities. For those, they may not know that cranberries are grown right in their backyard if you're over in central western Wisconsin, or that people in Door County may not know that there's more than wineries and cherries and some of the mainstream things that are out there. Because Wisconsin is so diverse in our agricultural offerings, I mean, who knew that we ranked #1 in snap bean production? Someone has to tell that story, and that's Alice in Dairyland.
Well, I cannot believe how much you have already managed to pack onto your resume. We will continue to follow this process, introduce you to the rest of the candidates, and give you the updates as a new Alice is crowned in May in Door County. Congratulations on making it this far in the selection process.
Thank you, Melaine.
Good morning, I'm Storm Team 5 meteorologist Alexis Staniak. As we officially head into the middle of April, looks like for the most part, can't rule out a light flurry to come through, but for the most part we should be done with snow. So we do finish this season of snowfall at just over 47 inches, which does put us below average and below the 74 inches we saw just a year ago in 2023. And on top of that, we've had those warmer temperatures for the past couple of weeks now, melting off all the snowpack here in Wisconsin and pretty much across the entire country. Still some light, isolated piles of snow up in Maine and then further to our west all the way through California. But across the Midwest, no snow is left on the ground, and that is really thanks to our temperatures. This weekend, we stay pretty warm. 66 for your Saturday, 71 on Sunday, well above average. 68 on Monday. The warming trend continues until the end of our next work week when showers start to re-enter into the forecast. Temperatures will hold in the low to mid 50s. Now, we're not below average by any means. The Climate Prediction Center does have Wisconsin and a majority of the Midwest in this chance for equal, so above or below average temperatures, but we're hovering right around average for the most part as we head closer to the end of April. And we are in this equal chance for right around average for precipitation as well. More below average precip chances further to our west, and then a wetter part of the country will stay further to our south. Now, as we head closer to the next couple of days, we could see a good chance for maybe an inch or two of liquid precipitation to come through. That could accumulate up to an inch, maybe an inch and a half here in Green Bay. A little bit wetter as we head further west and 2 hours south, but as of now, it doesn't look like any snow in the forecast anytime soon. Stay with us. More Ag News coming up after the break.
Jeremy Hansen here from Fox Valley Technical College for Life on the Farm. And joining me today is Lieutenant William Berger from the Wisconsin State Patrol. William, thank you for joining me today.
Glad to be here.
So, first of all, what do you do for the State Patrol?
Well, I'm one of 3-member team that oversees the statewide motor carrier enforcement efforts around the state of Wisconsin. And my particular area of specialty is on the state law side of things. Mm-hmm. So I deal a lot with the ag industry, state laws, the weight laws, things like that.
And that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you today. I wanted to talk to you about the ag CMV. You know, could you define what ag CMV is? Well, an ag CMV,
basically, it's going to be a vehicle that is substantially designed or materially altered for the purpose of agricultural use. And for today's purpose, we're talking about manure hauling.
Right, so, or custom harvesting.
Okay. So basically in that area, for manure hauling, we're looking at a vehicle that would be spreading manure, applying manure directly in the field. Or if field conditions don't allow for that, then it could be used for offloading. On the forage side, it would be a vehicle then that would be directly assisting another vehicle harvesting. So assisting the chopper blowing silage directly into the trailer.
So next question is both like for semi-tractors and trailers specifically, is the semi-tractor considered an ag CMV?
Probably the simplest way to address that is let's look at an ag CMV from the start. We take an old semi-tractor that you take the fifth wheel off, put a tank onto it. It's got a spreader system for spreading manure, and it's all one unit. No trailer, just that truck. Mm-hmm. That is an ag CMV or agricultural commercial motor vehicle. Mm-hmm. Now, if we take that a step further and we look at a semi-tractor and semi-trailer, it's the semi-trailer that is hauling the manure that would have to be designed to spread the manure in the field. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these semi-tanker trailers do have spreading mechanism. The semi-tractor though, it's just semi-tractor. There's nothing specially designed about it. So that is not an ag CMV. It's the semi-trailer is the ag CMV.
Okay, so Bill, that leads to my next question. In past meetings and meetings I've been involved with, I think it was assumed that the semi-tractor was an ag CMV. Was that just a misinterpretation of the statute, or did something change?
Yeah, I think it was probably more of a misunderstanding or misinterpretation. Nothing's changed with the definitions. I think where the confusion comes in is simply this. When you have a semi-tractor and semi-trailer, by definition, like we discussed earlier, that semi-trailer is the ag CMV. But the confusing part then, for the weight portion, ag CMVs get a lot of extra weight without a permit to haul their products. So from enforcement side of things, we're going to call the whole thing an ag CMV for the weights.
Okay.
So maybe that's where the confusion came in, because we have to say it's an ag CMV to give those extra weights to that whole unit. We really can't split it up separately. It just don't work that way with the statutory language and just how we weigh things. We're giving the industry extra, so to speak, to give them that extra weight. So by that standard, maybe the confusion is now, well, they gave us as weight as an ag CMV, it's an ag CMV. Well, kind of it is for weight. It definitely not when you look at the true definitions.
Well, Bill, thank you for the information you gave this week. There is so much information on this. I look forward to finishing our conversation next time. So for Life on the Farm, I'm Jeremy Hansen.
Welcome back to Midwest Farm Weekly. Earlier in the show, we met one of the fabulous candidates vying to become the next Alice in Dairyland. That announcement will happen next month in Door County, and Krista Knigge and Corey Geiger are here with your invitation to those events. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Well, this event itself takes sometimes months, if not years of planning. Talk a bit about Door County's involvement in it.
Well, as you said, it definitely takes some planning. In fact, we have the host counties planned for the Alice in Dairyland Finals for the next several years. Wow. Because it takes some funding and partnership with the local counties. It moves around to a different county every year. So it's really something to coalesce and really celebrate because it's in Door County this year.
I love the video that you made highlighting Door County's diverse agriculture. And that's one of the things you're so proud to showcase, not only to these candidates, but to the wider state.
Door County is probably have the widest breadth of agriculture in the state of Wisconsin. You got commercial fishing, you got a lot of different produce farms, you got apples and cherries, of course, dairy. We got mink farms. It's a great breadth.
As we are looking at some of that promotional video that your team put together, inviting people to come, you do really want the public to be a part of this process.
Yeah, there's two exciting opportunities for the public to engage with the top candidates. On Friday night, we have a Wisconsin showcase, and we're going to feature some great Wisconsin foods. The top candidates are going to be talking about Wisconsin's specialty foods, and it's an opportunity for the public to engage and talk one-on-one to the top candidates and see who they think might be selected as the 77th Alice in Dairyland.
And we have something even a little more special than new to this year. We're going to have some of the Alice alumni showcasing their products in the Taste of Wisconsin on Friday evening. So there's a lot of Alice alumni have got involved in agribusiness and started their own businesses. So we have some great cheese, we have some heirloom grains that are going to be incorporated in the menu, and some Wisconsin bourbon as well.
Wow, and then on Saturday for the main event, if you will, this is the finals. We'll have a chance to get to know these ladies a little bit throughout that process, but that is when the selection actually happens. I know we got a peek at the program. I love the cover you chose. This highlights Alice's involvement in the Door County region.
Do you believe? I mean, Door County has so many unique things, including live theaters. Yeah. And that picture that was up there, Northern Sky Theater, Alice in Dairyland was there. It was for Cheeseheads, the musical original play. And we thought it was just such a great tie to showcase tourism, agritourism, and Alice in Dairyland.
Krista, leading up to the finals, Alice spends more time in the host county, right?
Yeah, and the idea is that we select the host county so we can showcase some of the businesses and really give a focus and an emphasis on social media and give Alice an opportunity to learn more about agriculture in the county. And so Alice has made 40-some business visits over the last year and really been promoting Door County agriculture.
I know you wanted to highlight at the finals this year as well, thanks to some Door County businesses. There's a bit of a wine pairing happening with dinner.
Yes, we have a number, well, there's a big viticulture industry in Door County as well. And so we had a lot of the wineries donate wine that'll be paired with the 4 different entrees. So that's really going to be a cool part of the event as well.
I am honored to be hosting the finals. I attended the finals last year for the first time. It really is an evening of celebration, certainly of these candidates, but as our industry as a whole.
Yeah, these top candidates, this is a really difficult job interview.
Yes.
In March, we announced the top candidates, and every week since then, these candidates have been going through training, honing their skills, learning about interviewing, learning more about the agriculture industry, and they will be, the top candidate will be selected on Saturday night.
Join us Friday or Saturday, or both. We'll see you in Door County.